The following is a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network.
That one hits a single to right field. That will score. Jaroszewski and the Stars take the lead on the RBI single by Hansen to right field.
Wells fights to keep his shoulder up. And his pin.
2:20 remains in the game. 4th and 17. The Vikings capitalize early on a big one. What will the Squirrels do? Deep pass down the field. Cooper Johnson and Mason. Oh my! What a fantastic catch by Cooper Johnson.
Riddle. Got in for down low. Iniger had it knocked free. Gets it back. Muscles his way in. Got it.
Let's turn things over to the broadcast booth. The pregame show starts now.
Does a ghost pepper wing that doesn't send you into tears make any sense? Sure does to us. That's why Popeye's ghost pepper wings are more flavorful than fireful. Because in NOLA, we like to taste our food, not cry over it. We don't make sense. We make chicken. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
At Popeyes, we've got a feast for your family. Whether it's spicy or mild fried chicken or tenders, our brand new homestyle mac and cheese, or any of our other delicious sides, there's something for everyone at the table. Try it today and earn points with Popeyes Rewards.
Do you have a teen ready for driving lessons? Don't know what they need to do or when things need to be done? If busyness keeps you from driving with them, then Gotta Go Driving School is the place to call. Jeff Weber at Gotta Go Driving School has been teaching driving lessons to all age groups since 1991. Call Jeff at Gotta Go Driving, 238-0236. Jeff will tell you to start planning ahead now. Don't wait. Got a new driver? Then it's Gotta Go Driving School. Talk to Jeff or go online at gottagodrivingschool.com.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game. These are your keys to the game.
Hoganson out of the line, delivers 1-0. Curveball blasted to left field.
Here's a look at what needs to be done to win this game. These are your keys to the game.
So, as Riley was saying when nobody heard, it's the Bismarck Governors and the Fargo Post 400 Stars, and now we're going to look at the keys to the game, and that means nobody heard my awful response to how I'm doing today. So how are you doing today?
I am fantastic. Beautiful night here for baseball, and ready to go here on a beautiful sunny evening.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at those keys to the game. We'll start with the Bismarck Governors. Capitalize on the Stars' errors. The Stars have lost 13 games this year. 7 or 8 of those have been because of too many errors. So if the Stars make an error, one of the ways that Bismarck can ensure a win is to make sure they capitalize, take advantage of those opportunities on the Stars' errors. And then govern the strike zone. Jam them up inside, hit the outside edge. Jamming up inside might be a little bit more convenient to get the strikes on the scoreboard out there. And then strategic base running. And for the Fargo Post 400 Stars, short-term memory, play better than the umpires. What do I mean by that? What do you think I mean by that? I'm going to put you on the spot. So this kind of goes back to their game against Dickinson. In all honesty, in the bottom of the 7th, that game should have been tied going into the 8th inning. The umpire missed a call at the plate when the batter left the box. It should have been 2 strikes. There was 2 outs. It was a 1-2 count, so that would be strike 3 and out 3, and that should have sent it to the next inning with the game tied. But instead, the referee missed the call, and Dickinson won the game. Now, we're not complaining over that, but on that particular play, when the pitch was delivered to the catcher, it bounced off his glove, and he didn't secure it in his glove. And if he would have secured it in his glove, he would have been able to make that tag at home, and the game would have went to the 8th inning. But he didn't secure that pitch in his glove. It popped away. That allowed the run to score. So even though the ref missed the call, you can still play better than the umpires, and that's what I mean by that, play better than the umpires. And then we kind of talked about it back in the governor's keys of the game, eliminate the errors. Like I said, they've lost 13 games this year. A very good possibility they'd be in the single-digit loss category if they could just eliminate some of those errors. And those are your keys to the game for these two teams to be victorious here in this one.
Yeah, absolutely, and playing tonight on their home field, you'd like to think probably the Stars going to get some of those errors under control here tonight, but we're just moments away here from Post 400 and Bismarck here from Stadium Bank Field. We'll hit one more quick break and be right back on the pregame show here on Magnitude Sports.
Life happens here at Touchmark.
Sweet Shots is Fargo's premier golf entertainment destination. Sweet Shots will host your birthday, bachelorette party, corporate events, date nights, or a night out with friends and family. Need help with your golf game? Visit with one of Sweet Shots' PGA teaching pros. Hungry? They have a full food and beverage menu too. Try your shot in one of 60 climate control hitting suites or one of 5 indoor full swing simulators that include golf, hockey, hunting, football, soccer, and zombie dodgeball. Make the trip to 3400 James Way South in Fargo or visit sweetshots.com for much more.
Top half of inning number 7. Top of the order set to hit here for Bismarck. Gavin Lill, Tommy Kralik, and Mike Fagerland. First pitch is a ball taken by Lill. We've talked about it throughout the night. Stars, prime chance to score. Here's a fly ball into center field. Hansen going to settle underneath it. Can of corn for out number 1. We've talked about it throughout the night. The Stars looking for that breakthrough inning. Just haven't got it. And it looked like it was going to be a prime chance there to do that in the bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded, nobody out. You even get the pass ball. So then you have 1 run already in. You don't even have to get a hit to get there. Then you get the pickoff at 3rd. Matt Bryant does deliver a hit. Now a fly ball into left field. This one will not be playable. Some nice hustle there from Andre Work, but it's going to drop foul for strike 1. Get the pickoff at 3rd. You still got a guy at 2nd. 2 outs. You get the 2-out hit. You think, oh, we're going to score a run. Well, the center fielder, Lill, is playing shallow enough. Nice throw quickly back into the infield, like you said, Mike.
Yep.
So it keeps runners at the corners. You try to take that second base bag, and you think they're probably not going to throw it down, not want to risk that run coming home, and the catcher Butts puts one right on the money. Now a half swing up the first baseline, some miscommunication. Eventually, it was Sullivan fielding it, and they're going to say he's safe at first.
Yeah, and I would agree with that there. He beat out the pitcher there just by about a step or 2. Step and a half at maximum.
I'll bring up Mike Fagerland. They'll give him a hit on the play. Some nice hustle there from Kralik. Some hits that you earn, and that would be one of them right there. 1-0 here to Fagerland. We saw last game, the Governor's able to provide some insurance by way of a 3-run homer. That was Sagsveen that hit that. And now trying to add some more insurance, definitely more needed in this game. Only a 2-run lead. They had a comfortable lead last game. Just a 4-2 lead here in the 7th. This one on the ground could be 2. Mock over to 2nd for 1. The relay to first, they won't even have a throw. Good hustle there from Fagerland to make it just a fielder's choice.
Yeah, so they get the lead runner there, and they get the second out. So even though they didn't pull off the double play, that's still a positive for the Stars. You were talking about breakout innings earlier. You get the feeling that if they can score 2 runs, that would be a breakout inning, and that would be enough to force the 8th inning in theory if they could do that. But we'll see what happens here in the top of the 7th first.
Noah Riedinger, the cleanup man at the plate, takes a ball down below the zone.
We'll take a peek at that NHL score here in just a moment. I can tell you there's 7 minutes left in the 3rd.
Nice breaking ball, evens at the count at 1-1.
And the Panthers might be trying too little too late. They've scored 2 goals in the 3rd, but they're down 7-3 at the moment. So
Riedinger watches one outside, 2-1.
So for 28 years, the Stanley Cup will elude the Florida Panthers, and the Knights will get it in their 6th season of existence. And I'll give you that Hulu login later.
Check swing, they'll say you went around, but Fagerlund off immediately, and that one's in the dirt. And he has some blazing speed into second base.
Yeah. Well, we've seen some great play from him at the second base position defensively, and now we're seeing him cruising into second with no problem there.
Obviously, we don't get to watch the visiting teams necessarily. We get to watch the Stars all the time, but
yeah,
I didn't know he had the speed like that. And kind of surprised he hasn't tried to steal a few more bases tonight. Check swing, foul ball. They must really respect the arms of Warremeyer and also Demers behind the dish, because hasn't really been much of a running game tonight for the Governors. They've mostly just done it station to station with the bats, which it has worked out for them for the most part. Strike 3 in the outside corner. That will end the top of the 7th, and the Stars are going to need some magic here in the bottom half. They need at least 2 to extend the game and 3 to possibly win it. We'll have that coverage for you when we return on Magnitude Sports.
Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill is an experience that ignites your senses, featuring wood-fired rotisserie cooking. Grilling meat over an open flame creates that savory wood-roasted flavor, while the rotisserie rotation results in juicy and succulent meats. Doolittle's even has an outdoor fire pit that creates a relaxing setting to wine and dine for any occasion. Visit DoolittlesRestaurants.com for a full menu or to make a reservation. Doolittle's Wood-Fired Grill, 2112 25th Street South in Fargo, or call ahead at 701-478-2200.
Last chance for the Stars. They try to avoid getting swept on their home turf, literally their home turf, against the Bismarck Governors. It'll be Colby Hansen, Logan Sullivan, and Eli Mock, the 3 that are due up to do battle with Zachary Bracken, who is on the mound for the Governors, trying to close this thing out. First pitch is popped up in the air, right back here towards the broadcast booth. Sun has officially set. We got a dark sky out there. Lights are on. Fantastic night for baseball. Got the windows open up here.
Yeah, I had to open it a little bit further just so I could see, because the light's like reflecting and I can't see anything through the window, so I had to take a step to the right here.
This one high in the air.
That's super high.
See who comes down with it. It will be Kralik behind second base. Shortstop takes charge. And there is the first out in the bottom of the 7th. That one always seems like it's the hardest to get. You're trying to stop a team from coming back late in the game, and so far so good for Bracken.
We'll see if Logan Sullivan can get things started here for the Stars in the bottom of the 7th.
You'll watch a first pitch strike. Sullivan singled in the 3rd, sandwiched with a strikeout and a pop-out in the 1st and the 5th. This one just a little bit too far down and probably outside. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Logan Sullivan. Stars trying to get something going here in the bottom of the 7th. This one hard hit, but well foul, 1-2.
Of course, the Governors have a big, a brand new video board out in left center field there at their field back in Bismarck. I saw that on social media a couple days ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing that here in the near future.
1-2 pitches, well out of the zone. He evens up at 2-2. And we mentioned the nice ballparks in the Fargo-Moorhead area. You go across North Dakota, it seems like every one of these Legion programs in at least the AA division has a really nice ballpark they play their home games in.
Yeah, nothing against all the West teams, but I'll give you my number 1 vote right now, and that's the Mandan Chiefs. They, I really like their field there that they have in Mandan. Dickinson has a pretty nice field too, and Bismarck's Municipal Ballpark's always been a good park to play in. But yeah, BNC National Bank Park's been my favorite so far out on the west side.
Strike 3 looking, and the Stars down to their final out here in Game 2 of the doubleheader. I haven't made my way out to Williston yet. Do they have? If my mind serves me right, do they have turf out there?
I've done a game at Williston. I can't remember if it's turf or not, but it is a pretty nice facility out there. And then, of course, there's Corbett Field up in Minot as well. That's a classic field.
Hard hit, but right to Kralik, the shortstop. And the Governors come into Fargo, and they take both games here from the post 400 Stars. The final score is 4-2 Bismarck.
Well, you got 5 minutes to get back if you want. But yeah, no, a much better game by the Stars here in Game 2. But once again, the Bismarck Governors doing the job on the mound and also doing the job defensively. I mean, you get the easy flyouts that the outfielders can catch, and then you get a bunch of ground outs to positional players, and that's the reason why you see a couple of 1s staggered in the middle of a whole bunch of 0s for the Stars here. But and I have to say that this is the type of final score that we probably would have seen back in Game 1 had it not been for that first inning blunder by the Stars. A tough break here for the Stars as they do get swept, but a much better game in Game 2. So that's a positive to look forward to if you're a Stars fan or a Stars coach trying to talk to your players. I'm sure they're going to have a few things to say about their gameplay, but I think anybody would agree that the second game was a much better game played by the Stars.
Absolutely, and they got to reset quickly. Games on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so...
Yeah, we can take a look at that schedule right now, and so Wednesday they have the day off, and then Thursday they got Grand Forks here at home, and then they go to Matson Field to play Moorhead on Friday, and then the Stars have one of the best teams out of South Dakota, Rapid City, here at home on Saturday, and then they have the Manitoba team. I don't know too much about the Manitoba team. I'm not sure if they're good, somewhere in the middle. Kind of lower, I'm not sure. But we'll find out on Sunday, June 18th at 12 noon, how good they are. So, they got a somewhat favorable schedule in front of them, but once again, they got to clean up the errors. And Bismarck's always been a tough team. They've had a fantastic history over the last 30, 35 years, and mostly winning seasons over those 3 decades. So, a good game here, game number 2. But and then Game 1 was, I guess you could say, you take away the first inning of Game 1, and that was a lot like Game 2, in all honesty. So, like I said, and then we'll see some West Fargo Patriot games. Then I think the next time we see Bismarck is when West Fargo travels to Bismarck, and we'll have that game for you here on Magnitude Sports as well. I don't remember the exact date on that, but you can go to our website at magnitudesn.com, click on the schedule button, and take a look at the games coming up beyond June 18th. And then, of course, about 4 or 5 days after those June 18th games, we'll be heading down to Omaha, Nebraska to cover the Fargo Post 400 Stars. We'll try and sneak in some West Fargo games for you as well. Any final thoughts on this one, Riley?
Always good to be here with you, Mike. If you're a Post 400 fan, you're going to get plenty of me over the next few days. I'll be back with you on Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday. So it should be a fun week of baseball. A tough break for them tonight, but they definitely showed some signs of promise. And also for Bismarck, you just got to give them some credit. So we thank you for joining us tonight. It's always been a pleasure, Mike, and we will talk with you guys soon.
Yeah, once again, your final scores, 12-5 in Game 1 and 4-2 in Game 2 as the Governors sweep the Stars here in Fargo. And good luck to the Governors tomorrow when they play Fargo Post 2. That should be a fun one. And we'll talk to you again soon here on Magnitude Sports.
Was an exclusive presentation of the Magnitude Sports Network. Subscribe, click the bell, and visit magnitudesn.com for a schedule of our upcoming broadcasts.